Afternoon, everybody. Good morning, wherever you are in the world. Hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody's having a good day, good morning. Like I said, whatever time it is, and a bit of talked about. It's a bit to talk about. I mean, Declan Rice speaks up. Love that. Love that passion. Love that grit. He's my captain. I just don't even. When I think of Martin Odegaard, I just see Declan Rice as a captain. I don't even believe currently having Martin Odegaard as a captain. We've even got a captain. That's how strongly I feel about it. Even Nwaneri, is he getting fed up? Like I have been saying so many times, and I always put my hands up. I do get things wrong, but I get a lot of things right. But I've been saying it for a long, 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 long time. Arteta's taking the piss out of Ethan Nwaneri. It started last season at the latter stages, even when we needed a goal against PSG in the second leg, he didn't even play him. And he's a wild card. He's got that creativity spark. He's unpredictable at times, and he does score goals. It's as simple as that. Last season, 9 or 10 goals, I think it was. Um, and this is what I'm saying. But you're going to get all these smug Arteta fans. These obsessed Arteta fans. Even Nwaneri won't leave. Even Nwaneri won't leave. Why is he going to leave Arsenal? Because they would say, oh, he's 18, obviously 18, 19 at the time. He's not going to leave Arsenal. It's like they're blindsided. It's like they don't understand football, that there's a bigger picture in anything in life, and football definitely. Why would even Nwaneri keep staying up bench when the likes of Dortmund, probably Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Man United, Chelsea, and obviously I won't go to Chelsea because they've got a lot of attacking players, but he can get game time, people. He actually can get game time in other teams. He's that good. He's not just one of these players where you put on the bench to make numbers up. He's good enough to be playing first team football, and Arteta has literally took the piss out of him. Miles Lewis Skelly is going to upset him, which I think he already has by losing his England place because, like I said on a stream the other day, football is short lived. You don't get many chances and many cracks getting chance to go to a World Cup, and it looked like Miles Lewis Skelly, he still might, by the way, gets chance to go to a World Cup, but Thomas Tuchel's turned round, and rightly so, he's not playing, so I can't pick him. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Everton coming up on Saturday night. I believe Everton are going to be really up for it. Do I think we'll lose? No, I don't. I think we'll. I think they'll push us to a draw, and that's not good enough. That is not good enough. And Ben White is out for 4 weeks, a full 4 weeks apparently. Just seen it. So yeah, we're here again. And majority of the problems is Mikel Arteta. He's still the biggest problem at Arsenal Football Club. I've said it other day and I'll say it again. If you're a top elite manager, why would you want to play two defensive midfielders, Zubamendi, Declan Rice, at home under the lights? It's Christmas time. Everyone's in free spirit, buzzing, happy. Why would you play Declan Rice and Zubamendi at home against Wolverhampton, who might break the record for the least points ever in Premier League history, and they're currently bottom of the league and not won a game? What does that tell you about like the mentality Arteta thinks? Like, to me, it just shows that he's shit scared of losing. He's no experience from being a manager before, apart from being at Arsenal, and now obviously it's approaching 6 full years the day, 21st of December. So like, we've got a manager what's shit scared. He would rather, like, I don't know, wrap everybody up in cotton wool. He hasn't got the bollocks to go at them and say, we're going to just demolish Wolves. We're going to batter them, take the game to them, get it finished in 20, 25 minutes, probably 30 minutes at the most, rest even more players, job done, bring on Everton. But look at the hard work we made of it. We was abysmal. Shocking. Khalid, big up, Khalid. How are you, my guy? Good to see you, brother. Hey, Rich, hope you're well, mate. I'm good, thank you, Khalid. Hope you are well, brother. Khalid, free Ethan. I wish he'd get more minutes. Yeah, man. I tell you. AJ, hope you're well, brother. Good to see you. Big up, Rich, every time. Big up, AJ, my guy. AJ, big up, Khalid, every time. Community settings, Khalid, big up, AJ. Yeah, and now Ben White is out for 4 weeks. And you can look and think, well, Mikel Arteta, yet again, playing him all in them games, three in like a few days. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just does not make sense. All these things Arteta's doing. It's like he's untouchable and no one can touch him at the club. But I tell you something now, That's starting to change because Andre Berta is not going to be taken for a mug, sorry, by Arteta. Andre Berta is a football man, a business head. You know, you can tell he's engrossed in the game, he's engrossed in Arsenal, and he wants titles. He's not here to be a Mickey Mouse and just piss around and play about. He's on it. He is fully on it. He's got Maurizio Michelli in now from Napoli. So I do believe that any mess up from Arteta this season, and I mean when I say mess up, no Premier League or Champions League is done. Andre Berta will sack him because he's going to look at him and think, I've worked with Diego Simone. And he'll know and look and think, if I had Diego Simone as a manager of this team with these great players we actually have got at Arsenal, Simone's going to do twice as better than Arteta. Conte, even better than twice. This Hansi Flick, these managers would absolutely love to have everything what Arteta's been given. He's been given the lot, man. Everything you could think of, Arteta's been given it, and this is why I can't stand the guy. I just can't stand him. Like other day when he's saying we're in danger of overusing players, he's you're the one what's overusing players. Nobody else. It's you who's doing it. There's nobody else doing it. It's you. So I, well, you know what I'm like. I'm Arteta out all day long. I've been never wanted him from start. Started to back him a little bit, but I just think, wow, here we are again. Look at Man City. Didn't even get out of second gear really against Crystal Palace. 3-0 at Selhurst Park. No one really does that to Crystal Palace, not at all. They battered Sunderland people 3-0. Didn't even look like they got out of second. You know what I mean? This is the worrying thing. And to add to that, Rodri missed nearly all season, apart from obviously when the injury happened against Arsenal. Missed nearly all season, and already he's missed most of this season, and he is the best midfielder in world football. He's better than Declan Rice. Don't even. Declan Rice is absolutely. He is world class. Declan Rice. He is a. Even when he struggles, he never gives up, and you would want him in your team. You just would. He's a baller. He's an engine, and he's a machine. But Rodri is the best midfielder in the world, and they haven't even had him. Marmoush has been out most of the season. Cherky's just come back. They're probably going to sign, maybe, I think they'll sign a centre back in January, Man City. I think they will. And they've got a striker up front who is just unbelievably unreal. Like, he just does not stop. There's no, even last season, which I which I love about these Man City players, even said last season was not good enough by him. Bear in mind, because they count the Club World Cup as well, which they did, he scored 33 goals in that season. 33 goals, people. And he says, by my standards, this is Haaland, by the way, not good enough and not good enough from a team performance. And I mean, he's just ridiculous. He's not a. He can score any single type of goal, no matter what. Even his penalties, he makes them look easy sometimes. Right, where are we? Big up AJ, Khalid. Big up AJ, Khalid. Thoughts on Gyökeres? It's not happening, Khalid, for Gyökeres at the moment, but it's all because of Mikel Arteta, because he doesn't even adapt. He doesn't even change his ways to play to suit Victor Gyökeres. And we knew this. Arteta won't change for nothing. He'll just rather keep going with that 4-3-3. Doesn't adapt, doesn't change. Like Man City against Crystal Palace. Yeah, they played a 4-3-3, but Pep sometimes plays like a 4-1-3. You know what I mean? Obviously the other numbers, or a 4-5-1. You know, Pep will change his formation. And I'm not saying precisely that's what but he does change his formation because I've seen it before. Or like he'll go with a packed midfield and then just put Haaland up front on his own. But sometimes now, recently, it's Foden what kind of links up with him and that. He's a genius. He's a genius. He's in the one. I feel sorry for Ethan. He will definitely go in January. I just hope it's alone. Yep, absolutely, AJ. And then when we get this prick out of Arsenal, stubborn smug prick Mikel Arteta, players like Nwaneri will flourish properly. AJ the Mod, Khaled, what do you want from Victor Gyökeres? They won't pass him the ball. Absolutely. Well, Khalid, I think we don't play to Victor's strengths. That's why he's not scoring. Yeah, it's true, Khalid. That is true, man. It is true. He's in the mod. Khalid put that perfectly. Absolutely, he did. He's in the mod. God, I'm always good at catching little midges. Um, Rich, sorry, AJ the mod. Rich, Khalid, question, please, brothers. If Arteta wins the cup, if Arteta wins the League Cup and FA Cup double and gets second and Champions League semi-final again, is that enough for Berta to sack him? Yeah, yeah, it is AJ because he's not got over the line. Sorry, on the biggest stage. He's not won the Premier League and he's not won the Champions League. Now he probably will get more time because they'll say right next year is the Premier League or Champions League. But to me, it just proves he's still apparently the best squad in the Premier League, been given everything, given all the money you can imagine. He still can't do it, getting over the line in the big stage, winning the Premier League and the Champions League. That is still worthy of a sack. It is because look at this Man City team. You know, at times they go on a run where they concede a lot of goals. I know now they're blowing teams away. There's 5 goals, there's 3 goals, there's another 3 goals, but it's not good enough. The Premier League is the bread and butter. You know, the Champions League, they are the big trophies, what teams need to be winning when you've been in charge that long. And other teams and other players and pundits, etc., will judge and say, okay, won a League Cup. What did you say? League Cup and an FA Cup. So there's a double, which would be brilliant to see. It'd be amazing to see us win a trophy. Of course it would. For like Declan Rice, Williams, Saliba, Gabriel, so it would be really good. But that's not the Premier League. That's not the champion. It just proves that yes, we've got a manager what can deliver a cup every few years, but he's not good enough to go full ball for 9 months and slog it out and win that Premier League or Champions League. So to me, still still get sacked, but they won't. They won't. And even though I think Berta will push for it, maybe it wouldn't surprise me if they keep him again if they don't win Premier League or Champions League. But there's no more transfer window. What we've just had that's done. There might be a couple of players coming in, but them that window's going to be done. That not happen for about another 5 years. I don't think like that, and rightly so. But you shouldn't. He should now have the balance. He should know exactly how to switch it up and think, right, we've got Wolves. I can play Norgard, centre midfield, let him just sit there, and I'm going to go very attacking. I'm going to play Ethan Nwaneri, Abricha Eze in front of Norgard, let them run riot, cause so much havoc with the Wolves defenders, show that intensity, creativity, urgency in all our attack. Just go gun ho for about 20, 25 minutes. Next minute, you're 2-0 up, maybe 3-0 up even. Game's done. Game's wiped off, clean, done. Next minute, you take your players off and start resting them for Everton game. He's just not capable of it. He just don't know how to do things like that. He really does not know how to do it. He would rather slog it out, grind it out, struggle, panic, kick things, and then think, oh, we still can't score, we still can't break Wolves down. There's nothing. What he's not got that natural top elite manager's switch. And I know for a fact he hasn't. Otherwise, he would not have played two defensive midfielders at home against a winless Wolverhampton, who might break the record for the least points ever in Premier League history. That's not a top elite manager. A top elite manager would have gone right. Just an holding midfielder today. Maybe Norgard, or if it was Zubamendi, but definitely would have rested Rice. But just play Zubamendi there or Norgard, let him sit, Ethan Nwaneri, Abricha Eze, you play in front, cause havoc, link up with attack, link up with Gyökeres, link up with Saka. I'd have got Madueke. His confidence was boosting. His confidence would have needed boosting even more. He was thriving off that screamer he scored against Club Brugge. Why did he not play Madueke when he needs to keep getting that end product? That's the only thing what lets Madueke down is end product. And that comes from keep playing him, keep playing him. His confidence would have been sky high, and you drop him. A top elite manager would have kept Madueke in that team on right wing and dropped Saka, and then, needs to score his first Premier League goal, for God's sake. He's not scored in the Premier League. Bayern Munich and 2 against Club Brugge. That would have been a perfect night for him to be, under lights, it's televised, everyone's buzzing. Madueke, that'd have been perfect for him to play. Come in, maybe get a goal for us. Then you think, right, he's scored in Champions League 3 times. It was a screamer against Club Brugge, scored against Bayern Munich. Now he scored in Premier League. You're boosting the player's confidence. You're feeding it to him. But no, he's just not capable. He's just not that. Arteta just does not have that switch about him. That top elite switch. He's just not. He's just not that guy. He's not. Um, AJ the Mod Khaled put that perfect. Yeah, yeah. So that's I've answered that question, AJ, my guy. Khaled AJ, I think a cup double will be enough to keep him another year at least. Unless it's Premier League or Champions League, not good enough. But they will keep him. They will. They will. Because all these obsessed fans as well. AJ the Mod, call me crazy. I don't think Haaland would score goals for us. Not under Arteta. Not like he does. Khaled, you might be right there, AJ. AJ the Mod, Khalid, I fully believe that about Ireland. AJ, speaking of the League Cup, I fully believe he throws it in the bin against Crystal Palace. They'll be up for it. They'll be up for it. They might want to win that. If they finish fifth in league or even sixth in league and win a Carabao Cup, that's a fantastic season for Crystal Palace. Again, it's another trophy. And Oliver Glasner in 2026 February will have been at Crystal Palace 2 years and already won a Community Shield because you have to count Community Shields now because this is what these obsessed Arteta fans, they count it when it comes to Arteta, so we're counting it. He's won an FA Cup and they're currently, what would they be now? Maybe fifth now, I'm not sure. Um, Khalid Cherki is a baller, man. Why couldn't we get him? Yeah, about 25 million. Another Pep steal. He just knows what he's doing. That guy, just a genius. And I do believe this will be Pep's last season, and then he will go and manage. Sorry, he will take a break from football, and I believe, and I've said it loads of times already, Enrique is the next Man City manager. He took PSG as far as he can take them. Khalid, AJ, you better not, cause I'll be there. I'm fuming if he throws it. AJ, I missed anything there ever. AJ Khaled, I would be always. Let me see. Where are we? Where are we? Khaled, we got to win the League Cup to start with. Yeah, the Carabao Cup is a stepping stone, Khaled. That I agree, man. And it happens around about February, March with the Carabao Cup. Go and win the Carabao Cup. Get the confidence booming around the place, around the players, and then make sure you win that Premier League or Champions League. Where are we? Attacking manager scores 6 or 7 against this Wolves side. Yep, 100% AJ. 100%, brother. He would have gone, attacking manager would have said, right, no God, you sit there, if one year, breach it as you play in front of him, cause havoc. Let's go, say, Martinelli on left wing, Victor Gyökeres up front, and would have kept freaking Madueke in the team because why would you drop him after scoring a scream against Club Brugge? He still needs his Premier League goal, by the way. He's not scored a Premier League goal. Confidence should have been booming, would have been booming for him. It'd have been on a literally on a cloud 9 from scoring that goal against Club Brugge, and then bottom at league where he could have filled his boots. He could have got a couple again. Nah, not from this manager. You don't see it. You don't see it. As much as I don't want to keep going about, what a wanker, what a stubborn, smug prick he really is. Khalid, I fully agree. Win the League Cup, we kick on. Yeah, absolutely, AJ. FK, big up my guy, Anthony Clark. Hope you well, brother. Big up Rich Rice. Will leave if he don't change at Arsenal with the Yeah, yeah, man. When Rice signed for Arsenal, apparently he did say, there's no excuses now. We've got to start winning titles. So him speaking up already. He's not messing around, people. He's not messing around. He's on it. He is on it. It's like a pre-warning, as if to say, I am better than this. I know who I am. I know how good I am. I know for a fact any club in the world would sign him because they would. They would. Um, and he's putting it out there. He's letting his voice be heard as if to say, this is not good enough. This is not good enough for our fans. Even if he makes mistakes, he admits it. But he never stops trying. Never stops trying. He's 100% should be Arsenal's captain. With the embarrassment what we've got as our captain, the weakest captain in football, it's embarrassing when you've got someone like Declan Rice shouting, firing the players up. inspiring them, and you've got your captain stood there like a mouse, like a weakest little mouse you could ever imagine. I'd be ashamed. I really would, knowing that someone's voicing things and being vocally heard, and you're the captain and you're not saying nothing. What an embarrassment! What an absolute embarrassment that is to think that you've got another player and you're the captain and you don't even speak up. Where are we? AJ, big up Anthony Clark every time. AJ, Anthony Clark, Rice won't be the only one. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Magalhaes, Rice, all will go soon. They'll start turning the heads. They will. They 100% will start turning the heads if they don't start winning trophies, because all teams in the world will be wanting them, and they think, well, we can earn a decent wage, and we need to win trophies because we need to look at our end in our career, personally in our career, and say, yeah, we won that, won that, won that, won that. At Arsenal, we're not even reaching a final. That's we're not even getting to Wembley. So it's, I just think I've said it a lot of times. There's still big problems coming to Arsenal, and one of them is like if you don't start winning trophies, then big players are just going to want to leave, and they deserve to. What they deserve to be winning trophies. AJ, we are running out of good. Yep, good years of Gabriel Magalhaes. We can't waste him. Yeah, I think like Gabby, in next 2 years he might drop off a little bit. You just don't know. AJ the mod ultimately no is promised tomorrow. Yet we have let Arteta waste 6 years of our lives for nothing. I know. Anthony Clark, big up AJ again. Until we get this manager out, is not going to change. 100% agree. I mean, look at this. Look at this, people. What just seen. It just came up. Let me just show you. Please tell me if it shares as well, because I ain't done it for a long time, and I might have just forgot to show how it works. Just let me know if you can see. Ben White underwent a scan yesterday and is set to be sidelined for approximately 4 or 5 weeks with an hamstring injury. So that's basically Ben White 2025 over, and he'll probably be back about middle of January. Wow, wow, wow. Just let me know. Just let me know. Right, let me just add that to the stage. That would help, wouldn't it? Let me know if you can see this regarding Ben White. Just thumbs up or let me know, because I've not done it for a while, so I just want to check. Can anyone see that on Ben White? Ben White, can anyone see it moving on my X account? There you go. Is anything else they can what there's no player of the month winners this season? William Saliba talking about his loan spells. It meant to be like this, so I had to accept it. I don't regret anything because it was meant to be. It worked out so well. I think I had been here from the start and playing, it would have been different. So now I'm happy. Talking about he's happy that he had his loan spells. That's fair enough. Declan Rice absolutely lost it with his Arsenal teammates after beating Wolves yesterday. Tommy Asu signed for Ajax. That's a good signing. That's good on him. Good on him. It's a shame he didn't. He could never stay fit. So just let me know if you are seeing that move. Let me know, guys. Just please let me know on that one. Um, where are we? Anthony Clark, big up AJ again. Until we get, yeah, I've seen that one. Anthony Clark. None of our forward players have 5 goals. Ireland has more goals in this season than our front forwards combined. It is embarrassing, man. It is embarrassing. Um, can see it. Yeah, thank you. Stick deep. Cheers, brother. Anthony Clark, thank you, pal. Yeah, man. Oh, mate, that's what I'm saying. Like Anthony Clark, I fully agree with that. Yeah, this is what I mean. Ireland is literally, and do you know, um, and do you know what? Do you know what, Anthony Clark? Do you know as well what you've just said that? I can't off the top of my head But I bet Haaland scored, I think, 33 goals last season in all competitions. I bet he's. So that means in one season, he's scored more than Kai Havertz, Martinelli, and maybe Saka put together. Maybe. That could be true. And this season, as Haaland for club and country, has he scored about 32 goals this season, which is just absolutely, and that is just that those figures, man, are ridiculous. So look at what this just look at what this stubborn smug prick has said. Mikel Arteta on the grit and determination v Wolves. That's something very positive, but I don't put it down to sometimes. But I don't put it down sometimes to resilience and goal. No, it's what happened before. We should have stopped the source before, and that's on us. I, I just can't stand this guy. I really can't stand him. He gets away with everything. The light, Mikel Arteta on the mood in the dressing room after beating Wolves. Relief, but a very clear understanding that the margin, sorry, should have been bigger. We were crap. We didn't pepper Johnson's goal. We did. Sorry, we didn't pepper. Why did I say Johnson? No, we didn't pepper. It was in net for Wolves. Now I can't remember. We didn't pepper Wolves' goal. We didn't hit crossbar. We didn't have two cleared off at line. We didn't hit post. There were no margins should have been bigger. We were dog shit. We were shambolic, man. There was zero intensity and urgency. It was just pathetic. The margin should have been bigger. Wow. We are relieved because we managed to score a goal at the end and win it, but we need to improve in that sense for sure. I can't stand this guy. Never liked him at the start, really. I didn't dislike him as a player, but I wasn't a massive fan of him as a player. It was neat, tidy, that rate. Arsenal's next six league games, all matches they failed to win in the equivalent fixtures last season. Yep, Everton away. What a tough game that's going to be. Saturday night, televised. Brighton at home, Aston Villa at home, Bournemouth away. They'll probably turn up against Arsenal. They're slipping a little bit, Bournemouth. Liverpool at home, I think we'll lose that. I think we'll lose that. So these next six, I'm going draw Everton, Brighton will win, Aston Villa. What form they're in? That could be a. I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw. Bournemouth away, just win. Liverpool, maybe it might have flicked that switch. I keep saying that, but it might have flicked that switch. I'll go with. I think Liverpool's going to come and beat us. I've got a feeling now that Isaac's going to turn up soon. I don't know why. I just got a feeling he's going to start really performing. And Nottingham Forest away will win. So I'm going Everton draw, Brighton win, Aston Villa draw, Bournemouth. I think they'll turn up, but we'll have enough. Win, Liverpool lose, Forest win. That's what my prediction is. That's what I'm predicting. Right. We just jump that off a minute. Just so where we're going, where we're going. Read everybody's comments. Don't want to miss anything. Please do smash those likes and subscribe as well, people. I'm trying to get to 600 by Christmas. Not far off. AJ, the one Clark, I fully agree. I see it. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony Clark. I will say it. Luis Enrique will cost us £50 million just to pay. I know, but he's going to be next Man City manager. I really do think it. I really do think it. Um, right, here we go. Stop sharing that. Where are we? Dig deep. Oh, hey, my guy, good to see you. What do you want to see in Jan transfer window? Do we need more players? Would it disrupt things? Disrupting that. I don't know. It's like this is a case. It's like how many more windows we're going to have? How many times we're going to say we need that player, we need that player, we need that player? We just need a proper, proven, winning manager. And if I'm going to say a position, I would say a left winger. Semedo would be a really good signing, but even I would wait for Alvarez, sorry, in summer if there was a chance we could sign him. I just don't know. I think it's like I'm seeing on X the pathetic bullshit excuses. It's Kai Havertz. It's because Gabriel Magalhaes is not fit because he's not playing alongside Saliba. But yet they're calling us best squad, in Europe. So that don't make sense straight away because if Nkapé's playing or Mosquera, even though Mosquera is injured, it shouldn't matter who's at side of Saliba. Oh, it's because Declan Rice, is tired. These players need a rest, etc., etc. It's embarrassing. Like to look at some of these Arsenal fans who would probably just follow us, and like I said, have picked Arsenal to post on Twitter or Instagram. The excuses are like what Childs would make. It's because that guy. Wait till Havertz is back. Oh, Mikel Arteta needs to do this, needs to that. Oh, we just need to get to January. Man City's got money. Oh, it's because Man City's got Haaland. They don't do anything else apart from that. They're panicking. They're literally surfacing and trying to scratch round, find every little excuse they can to cover up for Mikel Arteta. They literally, I've seen it so much just last couple of days on Twitter, and it's to look at it, it's like that's like what a child would write. It is pathetic, embarrassing, and it's just laughable. It is laughable. Like they're shitting themselves. They're panicking that they've got to find a new excuse or keep the same excuses to cover up for Mikel Arteta. Honestly, I tell you, it just infuriates to look at, thinking they've chose Arsenal Football Club to promote on Twitter or Instagram. Some of them haven't even never been to a game. They're not even fans. They've just chose us because they've brainwashed thousands of people, like I keep saying. That's all. And it's worked. So stick the but I don't know, mate. I'm not even normally I'm like, yeah, we need that signing, we need that sign in January. But now I just think it's this manager. This manager, no matter what, he's the biggest problem. He can't get a tune out or an out and out strike. He couldn't do it with Aubameyang. Up to yet he can't do it with Gyökeres because he don't change. He hasn't got that top elite manager's natural switch where he can go right, different formation, playing to Victor Gyökeres' strengths. It's just not Arteta. He can't do it because he's not a top elite manager. Look at Unai Emery. What a run Aston Villa on. What a run. They were second bottom for a little bit. Ina Jandarup, we will bottle this again. Big up to you, Ina. Hope you are well. Big up to everybody in the chat as well. Great to see you all. Um, we will bottle this again. Yeah, I think we will now. I think we will. There's one thing you don't do: let Man City get close to you or even catch you, because when they get a foothold, you never really catch them. They just catch you. This team has no winning mentality. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And Declan Rice, I mean, I'm so good. Sorry, I'm so glad I seen him speak up. I really did like to see that. He's a baller. He's a winner, and he's making it heard as well. Anthony Clark, AJ, if that was my one wish, is Luis Enrique come to Arsenal? Yeah, FK, Anthony Clark, I agree, mate, but I do believe that's already done. He's going to Man City. He will be the next Man City manager if he comes to England, no doubt in my mind. Yeah, we can't win big games to save our lives. No, but then you're going to get, all these obsessed Arteta fans top go, oh, we've had an amazing record. We didn't lose like big teams for like 2 years. Who cares? Don't mean nothing. Look this season. Lucky to beat Man United. Lucky to beat Newcastle. I'm going to say lucky, yeah. You need lucky in football, especially if you're going to win title. But we only just beat Man United and we were lucky. And if it weren't for Gabriel and Saliba, we're not going to win that game. We only just beat Newcastle with Gabriel. And I think Gabriel was the one who elbowed Walter. He should have got a red card for that. He definitely would have if it had gone to VAR. It took us 28, 30 minutes. I know this is not a big team at the moment, but they're doing really well with the run they've had. Leeds United. It took us 28 to 30 minutes to flick that switch to go at Leeds United at the Emirates. I know we won 3-0. Liverpool, we were rubbish. We didn't offer anything. We didn't even lay a glove on them. And we lost that game. We lost. Man City, from a fantastic ball from a breach of Eze to Martinelli. We only just drawn that. Aston Villa, not really. Had a little 20-minute spell. They were better than us. So, again, you look at it and you think, in Champions League, yeah, we've been perfect. We have. We can't win Iena, and your prediction means we will have bottled the league by Jan. Uh, I mean, I don't know Man City's got next. We've got Everton, but I guarantee Man City's at home, and this is where it'll fall. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look who Manchester City are playing next. They have. So they've got Brentford in Cup. Yeah, there we go. And obviously they're going to be at home. They just played Crystal Palace away. Man City, I've got West Ham at home Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock at the Etihad. I just see 3 points all day long. I see all day long 3 points. 27th of December, they're away to Nottingham Forest. If they're in this mood the way they're in at minute, scoring 2, 3 goals in every game, I don't see Forest getting anything from them. I see them winning that. January the 1st, that could be tricky. Playing Sunderland again away. If they go and win that, and win maybe even a 2-0 or something, you can see Man City going on about a 15-game unbeaten run and not even drawing, and that's just in league. And then they've got Chelsea, 4th of January. But when Man City are in this mood and they've got Rodri to come back, Marmoush has got to come back into fold, you can see them just going and beating everybody now, near enough until the end of the season. Now the defence is weak. I will say that. There's no Diaz of 2 years ago. They haven't got a world class centre back no more. Garvadal and Diaz is literally the partnership at the moment. Nunes, who was originally a centre midfielder when he was at Wolves, is playing right back. And when you think of the right back, what was there before him has gone down as one of the greatest right backs we've seen in the Premier League in Kyle Walker. So I'm shocked in a way that Pep has kept with Nunes. To be honest, I am really shocked at that. O'Reilly, he's playing really good at left back. Gonzalez in centre midfield, he can be weak. I think Reiners is better than him, but they've got Rodri to come back. Now I don't know when that will be, but this is the thing. Marmoush has got to come into forward. They're not daft, and I know last season they messed up, but their owners said live on that 2-part YouTube video, we will not make the same mistakes again. Now they've lost games, they have, but they will not let it happen like it did last season. They will probably go and win the Premier League, and it won't surprise me if they pick an FA Cup up as well. So, and well, even Champions League, because they know what they're doing. They've got a genius manager. They've got players what's been there, won it, done it, won Champions League, won Premier League. It's different level. Right. AJ, stick deep for me. We need Ivan, Tony, Anthony Robinson, Semenyo, and a new manager all in January. Yeah, AJ, I'd like that, but that ain't going to happen, mate. Sorry, but not a chance. Anthony Clark, Semenyo overrated for me. Rich, Rodrigo, or Leao. I do like Semenyo. Since coming from Bristol City for around about 9-10 million, signing to with Bournemouth, who by the way his contract is still around about 2030, I think it is, or 2029. And I do like him, and I think he would be a success at Arsenal. I do. Ideally, I would love Alvarez from Atletico Madrid. I think that would just be your left winger, a number 10 if he had to be one day. I'm not saying obviously I want Eze out that number 10, but just I could just see Alvarez all over that final third, a left winger playing at number 10 if he has to, filling in at number 9. I think he's class. I really do think he's a brilliant footballer. But that ain't going to happen. And if it does, it'll only be in summer, and that will cost Arsenal probably at least 90 million, and that might be we're asking for someone like Trossard off us as well as 90 million. So it's mad because normally I am one what screams for a player. Still need that player. Still need that player. Still need that player. I think we need a left winger in January. I do, but my where I am now is I am. It doesn't matter now who comes into this team. If it's Eze, we can't see the best of Eze because it's Arteta. If it's Gyökeres, up to yet, we can't see the best of Vic Gyökeres because it's Arteta. Martinelli flashes because he probably gets stopped in his game, and Arteta demands more defensive side of him. It's Arteta. I just see I just see Arteta, Arteta, Arteta. Anything I think of, I just hear Arteta. He's the problem. He's the biggest problem. He's the biggest problem. And it wouldn't surprise me on Saturday. Saturday night, Everton's just lost to Chelsea. They're going to be really up for it, fired up. David Moyes has found his club again. He can tell Everton is his club. He's got them up there again, nowhere near relegation zone. He's got Dewsbury all playing brilliant. Grealish is playing brilliant. I can see David Moyes schooling Arteta on Saturday, like really frustrating Arteta on Saturday and stopping us from taking all 3 points. I can. And if he wants to shut the shop up and play ugly, who cares? So what? If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. It still means they're getting points. Semino rated. Yeah, but Rodrigo Leao, I am a massive fan of Rafael Leao. He's very unpredictable. Sometimes when I used to watch football all over the world, obviously, like I keep saying, I watch Serie A. Of course, I would. Used to look at Leao and think, mate, he's ridiculous. He's rapid. He's very very strong when he's running with ball. It's very rare you can push him off the ball. He's very quick with his feet, and you look and think he's quality, man. Then the next game you watch him and you think, where is he? Is Leao even playing? Because he goes missing. But I personally think now that he's ready. It's time for a bigger challenge, a bigger step up, and I think it's time for him to come to Premier League or wherever he fancies. But I think he's done what he needs to do with AC Milan. But last time I looked, AC Milan were top at league with Max Allegri, now manager, another great manager, another brilliant manager, brilliant with Juventus. I think he had a spell in Saudi League. Went back to Juventus, didn't work the second time, gone to AC Milan, and now, obviously, I think last time I looked, they were top, but that might change because Roma's there, Napoli's there, I think so. Right, let me read everyone's comments. Do apologise, keeping you waiting. Everybody, please do smash up the likes as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leao, Rodrigo, Shite, two man. AJ the Mod, Anthony Clark. I would love Rodrigo and Elise, then sell Saka. No, I wouldn't sell Saka, AJ. I just wouldn't. Not yet. Not. Anthony Mod, Anthony Clark. As for Semino, he number are basically the same as Sadio Mane, Southampton numbers. So I would definitely take the risk. I do like Semino. I do. I really do. AJ the Mod. I wouldn't risk getting Quinton Timber on a free in the summer. I would buy him in January. That could be a good shot. That could be a good shot. But signing Quinton, obviously, it's going to be there. Do you know what I mean? He's going to straight to Arsenal. His twins there. He's going to be loved straight away. And he could be a good backup. He could. Just that extra bit of steel, that bit of power in the middle. Um, I don't mean big games as in top six. I mean games where we can make the gap bigger or smaller if we're chasing, including so-called big six games. Summary: when can not win the games when the pressure. Yeah, this is it. Like, it's either we win the big games with Arsenal, then we don't win the little games, or we either win the little games and don't win the big. We can never get that balance right. Never. Is on when the pressure is on. Elena Gerard. We're over AJ the Mod. Yana, I would fully agree with that. Yep, same here. Yana Gerard. AJ the Mod. It's facts, mate. Pure facts. Um, I am so sad. I cannot take another title bottle. I will stop watching football once and for all. To be honest, it is. That's what it's going to get, And you get all these, like I said earlier on, there's some idiots on Twitter. The stuff they're posting, looking for this excuse, that excuse, saying it's because Man City's got money, saying it's because Man City's still got Pep, because we hadn't had Havertz all season. They're just going through everything and everything and everything, and not one of these big profiles who were getting something out of the club or whatever it is, I don't know, publicity or whatever, mentioned anything about Arteta, but one of them did. And I bigged him up for it. And I says, it's good to see a big profile, about 25,000 followers, I think it was, and he even come out and said we can't be ignoring it or something no more. This has to be called out, and Arteta is like kind of problem. And I was like, wow, that is really refreshing to see. Anthony Clark, AJ, I would have Semenyo as a backup. Yeah, play Nwaneri in the 10. Eze and Odegaard is not cutting it by Semenyo and switch Martinelli to striker. Fair shout. Anthony Clark, AJ Rodrigo, Morgan Rogers, and Leao Isaac, my dream front line. Well, I tell you something, people. I tell you something. Morgan Rogers' valuation's just going up. He's 100 million now. He 2 goals yesterday. He's 100 million. He's definitely going to World Cup as well. When you think of talent, what England's got, it's ridiculous, mate. They have got so. It's a like over the last few years, we're getting abundance of talent coming through. What time? Anderson, Morgan Rogers, Foden, Saka. The list is endless. That's just even mentioning them. We have got so much now. It's time England won World Cup, to be honest. It really is. Or it really is time we won the World Cup or the Euros. You can't have this much of talent and not go and win a trophy. No way. Mod. I honestly don't know if Leao is good enough. AJ, trade Odegaard for Morgan Rogers, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's not going to happen, AJ. Odegaard wouldn't do it. AJ the Bard, Ayana, what do you want from Eze? He not getting the starts he deserves. Anthony Clark, AJ Rodrigo, Elise Rogers, PM. What about that? That sounds good. AJ, Anthony Clark, perfect. Ayana, AJ the Mod, Eze has gotten chances. Last 2 games, he has been terrible. I am sorry, Eze is my favourite player, but it hasn't been good lately. He has been off it a little bit, Eze, but I still think the manager is the problem. I still think in certain games, these players feel like they can't go and express themselves and play with freedom. And I think I do believe that's what this manager is capable of because we've seen so many times what this manager does. There's no getting away from that, seriously. AJ, I honestly don't think we need another striker because where are we? Another striker because we just need to pass Victor Gyökeres the ball. Yeah, and that's the thing, people. You look at Victor Gyökeres, that goal he scored against Leeds. That is like a proper striker, a ruthless, no nonsense baller. Someone what got that ball, runs it down byline, puts in, and all he's thinking about is, I'm putting that ball in net. There's no question about it. This ball is going in back of the net, and he smashes it bottom corner. That is a proper ruthless, clinical striker. But, we're not seeing it enough, and this is where I do believe, yes, I think it is Mikel Arteta who's stopping him. And I even visualize now like someone who a proper like a Conte or someone like that. How good this Arsenal team really could be. I think with someone like Conte, Simone, Flick, Enrique, Ancelotti, Arsenal would probably be about 7 points clear at top of the league by now. I think we'd have beat Sunderland. We'd have gone straight to Sunderland, even if we went 1-0 down with a different manager, would have gone at him and absolutely rattled him so much in second half. We would have definitely picked all 3 points up with a different manager against Chelsea because when I say that, a different manager, a top elite manager, something Mikel Arteta definitely isn't, a top elite manager at Chelsea would have said, right, we've got an extra man. They've lost their ball breaker, the centre midfield, the linchpin, that's the guy in the centre midfield what picks everything up, starts everything up, starts the engine running. He feeds, the strikers sometimes, protects it in the middle and prevents attack reaching defenders. That is like a ball breaking centre midfielder's job. Prevent attack reaching your defenders. And they lost him in first half, which makes it even worse. With a few minutes to go, and then all that second half, and then Chelsea came out and thought, "Fuck you, Arsenal. We've got, you've got an extra man, but we're not just going to let you mug us off. We're coming for you." And they were ruthless in second half for a few minutes and ended up scoring. We're a different manager, a top elite manager. At half time, he's going to say, "Get out there. This is a game where Chelsea are on form. They're very much on form at the time, as they were. This is a London rivals. Take that game to Chelsea and absolutely fucking annihilate them in that second half. And what we're going to do, we're going to put three up top, and I want two up top constantly all the time. Do not move away from, I don't know, don't come nowhere near that halfway line. Two players, whoever it could have been." That's what a top elite manager would have done. They would have done things to trick Chelsea, to worry Chelsea, to think, "Shit, how can we handle this? We've got, Arsenal's got an extra man, but they're keeping two players up there all the time." He's just not capable of it, Pete. He's just not capable of it. Mikel Arteta does not do things like that because he doesn't know how to. He's not got that natural top elite switch. If he'd have done that, we win that game. We take all 3 points from a 10-man Chelsea. Instead, we struggled in that game and they looked better than us most at game. And David Raya saved it for us. Otherwise, we're coming away with an L. We'd have lost it. But a top elite manager would have said, "Right, half time, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make Chelsea suffer. We've got an extra man. Make them pay. Play three up top. Keep two up there all the time. Don't come past the halfway line. Two up for at least 20 minutes and absolutely take it to them." Comes out second half, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same. And it's repeat, 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 repeat. And he never, ever, 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 ever changes. Right. Let me. Todd Bird, big up to you, my guy. Hope you're well. Good to see you in the chat. Ethan need to go out on loan in January. Yeah, I think it's going to look in that way, Todd. Something's going to happen. He's not happy, and I don't blame him. He had the piss taken out of him towards the back end of last season, and it's continued this season. And Miles Lewis Skelett, same. And he only played against Wolves because Ben White came off. Who now, by the way, Ben White, as I've shown earlier on, is out for 4 or 5 weeks. Out on loan January. AJ the mod. Yana out left wing. He useless because that's not his position, but thrown out there because of Arteta. Love at Odegaard. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. We really have got a manager what just can't find that balance. It's embarrassing. It just can't find it. It, there's so many things when you think of it. Do you know what I mean? And AJ the mod Todd, he does same with MLS. Yeah, he does. Yeah, Anna. But at Wolves, that Saka ball was perfection. So I think it's beyond service for Gyökeres, to be honest. I'm not making. Well, I have to say this excuses for him anymore. I said this as well on a lot of streams. You can't call a player of in any team a flop in one season. You have to, or half a season. So you have to give them one season or 1.5 seasons because Mateta, when he first came to Crystal Palace, scored 3 goals in his first season. You ask any team now, any manager, any fan, would you take Mateta as your number one striker or a backup in your team? Every fan, every team would say, "I'd have Mateta in my squad, or I'd have Mateta as my starting striker." So when people call him players flops and stuff and that from any teams, even Florian Wirtz and that, I just laugh and think it's kind of like laziness in your thoughts because it can't be. You've got to give a player. Ideally, we wanted Gyökeres to come in and start banging goals. I predict he'll score 20 Premier League goals this season. I'm going to get that wrong. My hands have gone up, which I always do forget things wrong. But with a different manager, I probably would have been right. But it is what it is. We've got Arteta, and he just gets everything wrong in a way, and it shocks me that we're top at league. So what I'm saying is that um, You can't be calling players flops. Like, oh, Florian Wirtz is a flop, is a flop, is flop. He might start turning up now, and he started playing a little bit better. He might be brilliant till end of season. Then what do people say? Well, he's not a flop, is he? He's not a flop. I've been watching football 34 years and people have been watching it longer than me, but you don't hear that kind of talk from me. I don't say he's a flop, he's a flop, he's a flop because, like I've just shown a perfect example, Mateta scored 3 goals for Crystal Palace in his first season. Now look at him. He struggled in his first season. Mateta's class. Mateta's brilliant. He was causing Man City problems yesterday. Yeah, you're getting paid a lot of money, man. Fight, punch, pull, do something. AJ, we was told give Kai, yeah, 55 games, so I'm giving Vic Gyökeres 55 games. We have to be fair. Yeah, Havertz was better than Gyökeres when he went up front. I don't agree with 55 games. Kai Havertz is one of the worst signings, to be honest, Arsenal's made because when you think about when his contract comes to an end, is actually going to cost Arsenal around 130 to 140 million when you take in consideration of his length of his contract and his wages, 280 a week. It's very bad signing, and he's always injured now as well. AJ, I am ending the argument that one time they passed the ball to Vic Gyökeres. Vic Gyökeres is not getting the good. It's not started good for him. He's still a fantastic striker. It's shown that against Leeds what he's capable of. Um, but he's not getting the service. But I think he needs to do a little bit more as well. Vic Gyökeres in the way he need needs. It is Leeds. He scored it that simple. He won't change that. He is now. So feed him. Yeah, John Rook, AJ the Mod, Fairs Paul, AJ the Mod, Iana, Kai, Gabriel Jesus, and Mikel Moreno, all not good enough. Sell them all and buy Victor Osman. That'd be good to have Osman and Gyökeres. And I didn't call him a flop, but I'm tired of defending him. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. People can call players a flop or not backing him or fed up. That's I'm just saying. But I won't. I don't call players flop because, like a perfect example, Mateta struggled like crazy at Crystal Palace in his first season, scoring 3 goals. He is one of the best strikers in the Premier League right now. Last season, and he's he's up there again this season. If they don't pass him the ball, what can he do? Let's change it. If I or you don't perform at our job, no matter the circumstances, are we keeping our jobs? Fair point. AJ, he scored 96 goals in only 2 games over his last 2 seasons. When you play to his strengths, his numbers speak for himself. Yeah, we need to. This is the thing. It comes back to Arteta. I think it does. He not changed nothing, and Arteta is excited and cannot wait to get Kai Havertz in team. And that is a fact. And I know it sounds stupid, but Martin Odegaard apparently it wasn't passing to Victor Gyökeres. Well, Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard are very, very close friends off the pitch and went on holiday together, etc. And I know you can't think that in football, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's like, I don't want to pass Victor Gyökeres because I want Kai Havertz to come back into this team. I know that's a crazy assumption, but you just don't know. Uh, AJ Award, Eve, where are we? AJ, no, but you that point for Arteta, not Victor, because Arteta should go. To be honest, thank you. Finishing it on a very good last comment. Yeah, Arteta should go. To be honest, we like that. We like to see that. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. I like to see stuff like that. Um, So, do we think? What do you think about? I want to know. What do you think about Trossard, people? Do you think Trossard got a future? Do you think he will be here in January? He always does this. This is the thing with Trossard with me. He seems to go on like a good spell, and his valuation goes from like where you probably get 25 million for him in summer. Now, I believe a Saudi club would even go as far as 40 million for Trossard. Now, if this is all I want to ask you. So if a Saudi club, I say Saudis because that's where all the money is, and European teams would probably still only offer about 25 million for Trossard. But say if a Saudi club put a bid in for Trossard and it were 40 million, do you think that's would you say sell him 100%? Sell him, sell him, sell him, sell him. I would. I would definitely take 40 million from a Saudi club for Trossard. I think 40 million is a very, very good offer, to be honest. I really do. AJ, Aina Odegaard and Victor Gyökeres played Howard together in the Champions League against Club Brugge. Odegaard didn't pass to Victor Gyökeres one time. Mad that is. That is mad. AJ, Aina, okay then, sell Victor Gyökeres and buy who? Aina Trossard, of course. Aina, I would go for Osimhen or Luis Suarez. Colombian from Sport. Yeah, Sport is decent striker. Yeah, he's a decent striker. He's a decent striker. Um, he is a decent striker. Luis Suarez. I think he used to play in La Liga as well. I'm sure he did. He's smashing it at Sporting. Where are we going? And get it laugh out loud. How many assists did Odegaard have last season? I don't buy into that conspiracy. Odegaard is just shit, no matter who's the striker. And get a big up to my guy. Good to see you in the chat. Bredick74, a big up Rich and the chat. Big up Bredick. Go and subscribe to Bredick people as well. Yeah, Odegaard, he's weakest captain. The weakest captain I have ever seen in football. An embarrassment. AJ, I would rather use Trossard as a make weight for Semenyo than just sell. Yeah, I mean that would be because that's the thing. Like now, when if Odegaard is in this team, which you can tell Arteta wants Odegaard as Arsenal's, and I can't say number 10 because Odegaard is not a number 10. I have to say, I have to say he wants Odegaard as the third midfielder because Odegaard is definitely not number 10. So Arteta wants Odegaard as the third midfielder. So that means then you don't want to keep Eze on the bench. So Eze will move to the left wing. You've still got Martinelli. You've still got Trossard. You've still got Madueke and Saka on the right wing. Again, the balance is all it's all scattered. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. To me, well, everybody knows this and people agree chat. Eze is your number 10. Martin Odegaard sits on bench. And a left winger, ideally, I would like a new left winger, a Leao, a Lookman even, a Semenyo. That's where I'm at. And obviously Julian Alvarez, but that is not going to happen till summer because the price was going to be at least 90 million, probably with a player as well. So what's going to happen? Because Arteta's going to want Martin Odegaard playing in this team, and there's only one position he wants him to play in, and that will be as the third midfielder. Again, I'm not saying number 10 when it comes to Odegaard because I just can't. So then that forces Eze to the left wing. So this is it, people. Then that leaves Martinelli and Trossard as backups to Eze. So one of them's going to have to go. Now, if you get offered 40 million for Trossard, let's just say in January, by the Saudi clubs, I think we should take that because then we can just say, right, 40 million. And I know it don't always work like this. Let's put 30 million towards it. And then you can go and get a top class left winger in January. And then Martinelli, he just loves the club. I don't care I don't think he cares if he's third choice. He loves the club. But if he has an half decent season, well, if he keeps scoring at Champions League and starts scoring in Premier League, then in summer someone might offer 50 million for Martinelli. Then you get rid of him. You get rid of him. But the big problem is, like, we just keep running into problems after problems after problems, especially with this manager. He still wants Eze playing and Odegaard at the same time. And that then means he's going to want Eze as a left winger. And I do not want to see it. But that's what's going to happen. He's not going to drop Eze and he's not going to drop Martin Odegaard for consecutive games. So he's going to put Odegaard as the third midfielder, which we know he will. He's going to keep him as captain, which we know he will. The weakest captain in football, by the way. And then that means Eze is going to have to be pushed onto the left wing. Fucking hell. Wow. Just wish we had a different manager, man. Just wish. Just wish. It's like there's so many things you can think of. Mistakes playing two defensive midfield against bottom at league, winless Wolverhampton. Two defensive midfielders. Who does that? No, a top elite manager but does that. They just go and play with like a Trossard in middle. Sorry, a Norgard in middle or a Zubamendi in middle, and just say, right, we're going all attack. We're literally wanting to have about four attacking players at once. Kill them off, 15, 20 minute, 30 minute, whatever. Game done. Rest players, ready for Everton. And he's the problem because he put two defensive midfielders against the bottom of the league. There's no reason why you would do that. A top elite manager just wouldn't do it. They would not do it. They would want the game done by about 30 minutes or even the first half done. So they can start thinking, right, it's Everton next, rest players, got a bit of a rest. And yet because of what he's doing, playing two defensive midfielders, it made us so boring. No intensity, no urgency. So again, it all goes back to Mikel Arteta. He's the biggest problem at Arsenal. Right, where are we? AJ gave facts. Iena, Rice, or Big Gabby should be captain. Yeah, they should. It's 100% it should be. Declan Rice first, definitely. Then Gabriel. AJ, Rice don't even miss games and let you know what I mean. He's just an absolute athlete, machine, a warrior, a winner, vocally heard. AJ, I will say again, sell Odegaard and drop the £130 million for Pedri. I mean, wow. I mean, that would be some signing, AJ. But it just don't. It not work like that. Barcelona are not going to let that happen. No chance, mate. Much as we'd love it, and can't get an assist and refuses to take a shot himself. Odegaard, that sums him up. And get it. AJ either sell Gabriel, Jesus, Mikel Moreno, and Kai for Victor Osimhen, then keep Victor Gyökeres as the backup nine. Yeah, it's just not going to happen, mate. And to be honest, Mikel Moreno is a lucky weapon. He's someone where you're not going to get 100 million for him, but he's a lucky weapon. It's not bad to have him, and he can finish. He really can finish, and I know that because I play striker myself. And the way he cushions the ball, his headers, Moreno can finish. He's not good enough to take us to the title. I'm not saying that at all, but he can finish. And AJ the Mod, I agree, would not keep Victor Gyökeres. I would make Martinelli striker. I have seen him play pretty good for Brazil. Martinelli, I mean, I've always wanted that guy to be a legend at Arsenal. He just loves the club. He just loves it. If you said to me not playing all season, you might get 10 minutes a game. It wouldn't bother him. He never moans. He never whinges. That's one player I just love to see flourish. And then last 3 seasons, he's been a bit better this season. He has, but that's Martinelli. He's always the one. I'm like, I just wish it would click on. It would happen for him, and he would click on and be consistent because he absolutely loves that club. From coming from I2 now, at time I think they were in third division, fourth division in Brazilian football for around 5 or 7 million. He had that good season, 15 goals in one season, but it's not worked for him recently. But he loves this club big time. I am going to wrap it up, people, in about 5 minutes. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Please do smash the likes and subscribe if you can. Where are we? Jesus. Aina. AJ the Mod, I agree. Would not keep you Gyökeres. I would make Martinelli striker. I have seen it. Oh, sorry, I've just seen that one. Aina as a striker. AJ. Victor Gyökeres is better striker than Gabriel Martinelli. Yeah, he is. He is AJ. I will agree with you on that definitely. Yeah, now, have you seen Sweden or Brazil games lately? AJ or Odegaard then dropped £130 million for Vitina. Vitina's class. Just thinking all he used to play for Wolves. I don't know if people know that. Vitina used to play for Wolves. They've lost a lot. Vitina. What's his name? Longish hair. What was his name? Not Gomez. I can't. Brilliant at free kicks. What was his name, man? Well, they've lost Cunha. They've lost Vitinha. They've lost Neto. They've lost a lot of big players. of it years. Wolves really have. It must be so frustrating for those fans. Um, yeah, Isaac and Gyökeres has been shite for Sweden. Yeah, they have, Iena. They have. They have. Um, I know they really have. AJ, I won't lie. No. And Getty, we have a clueless and weak in-game manager and a little boy as captain. I like that. It's facts. That is facts. Captain Arteta could never handle a strong captain like Keane or Adams. Not a chance, mate. They would run rings round him. They would absolutely batter him. Absolute facts, Engedi. 100%. You know, when you think what captains, what we've had, Adams, Keane, what the fuck? Adams, Henri, Vieira, and then you go to other clubs. Keane, Gerrard, John Terry. That's a proper captain. Why the hell have Arsenal gave Martin Odegaard the captaincy? He is the weakest captain I have ever seen in football. Never vocally heard. He's like a mouse. He shies out of tackles. He's an embarrassment to Arsenal Football Club as a captain. That is facts. AJ and Victor Crez will not be sold regardless of what want till he gets a season under the net. Yeah, he's not going nowhere. Not a chance will he be sold unless he forces a move and says, "I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like the setup," and pushes. Then it could happen. Um, season AJ, where are we in it ultimately? Arteta doesn't want them passing to any striker we buy because he's not Sesko. So Victor Gyokeres can't be the problem. Yeah, this is it. Arteta's the man. Jota, another one. Wow, God bless him, Jota. Um, yeah, I understand AJ. Yeah, I know Cunha, Jota. So it's Cunha, Jota. Um, so it's let me think. So you've got Neto, Cunha, Jota. Who's the one with a long hair? Arsenal will link with him. What's his name? Gomez. It's a common Portuguese name. What's his name? He plays in Saudi now. Plays in Saudi now for I think same team as Malcolm. I think it is. What's his name, man? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Because who was the player who played for the Portuguese? Because they had loads, didn't they? They had. Is it Gomez? I'm sure it's Gomez, but I can't remember his first name. It not be. Let's have a look. Everyone knows who he is. He had long hair. See, Google's wank. Um, João Gomez? No, 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 no. Wolves player who left. Wolves player who left to go. Where is it? Ruben Neves. Got it. I fucking knew it. Back Gomez. I knew it were a common name, but Ruben Neves. So yeah, they've lost loads of players. Loads of players. So it must be. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, yeah, just got it, brother. Neves, Ruben Neves, another good footballer. Arsenal will link with him. Arsenal will link with him. So they've lost a lot of players, and it must be really frustrating for Wolves fans. Really frustrating. Everybody, I'm going to wrap this up here. I might do another live later on. Don't know. Just jump on whenever I feel like it just now. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are over the world. Thank you for joining me as well. Big up to the chat, everybody. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you do. Um, I'm out, guys. Thank you very much. Everybody, thank you. Like I say, I might jump on later. Not sure yet. Thank you very much, guys.